Okay, so there's new developments on the blog, and I was so excited I didn't even bother to put my phone into this stative, into this holder. So I'm just gonna hold it. So sorry about the shaking, but there's new development about this brooch, which actually I did posted it today on Etsy. So I did list it with a pearl pendant I showed you, and the pearl necklace I showed you earlier. Sort of like a small pearl lot. And then I decided to check on it because I had, a week ago, I posted a dress clip. And after I posted it on eBay. After I posted it, I decided to, let's just check it's okay and there's no stones missing, or crystals. And when I was checking it, I noticed it has a small marking, and it was marked. I really needed a loop to see the mark, but it was marked KTF, so it was, I already forgot. So Trifari, Facial, and somebody else. So it was a Trifari, very early Trifari dress clip, which was selling at much more than I actually posted it. So I've taken it off eBay and I've put it on Etsy. Etsy, I keep saying Etsy, and I've put it on Etsy. And I've put it with a quite a big price. Honestly, I don't think I'll sell it anytime soon. And to be fair, I don't really want to. I want to keep it. And anyway, about this brooch, I decided to check, because it's quite an interesting brooch. It's unsigned. It's very, I really like it. It's small, but it feels very heavy. It's quite heavy. And remember I was telling you that, I think it might be silver because it wasn't magnetic. Sorry, I'm drinking my tea. Yeah, so I decided, so I typed water lily pad brooch, and that was the result that I got. Well, not only this, but I want to show you this, which I think is exactly like my brooch, only bigger, larger. And it says it's a sterling gold-plated vintage Napier real pearl. So it's the real pearl water lily leaf pin brooch. So, and it's on eBay, and I think it's still on eBay. So I don't think it's a particularly rare brooch, because I've seen several. I've seen it on Etsy. I've seen it on Etsy without the pearl. I guess it did tend to. So yeah, price 188. 188. I mean, it is silver, but oh dear, 188. I've seen it with 60 pounds, so 60 pounds or dollars, I don't remember. So I've seen it being sold out with 26, if I'm not mistaken, on Etsy. Yeah, really, people just put whatever price they want. And if you don't want to give it away, you put a very big price and you just wait and savor the time with it. Yeah. So yeah, that's it on the. You probably can't see it, but it does say Napier sterling. So it's marked here. Mine is not marked, and actually it does look a bit different. It's not as smooth as this one, and it has not as much folding or creases. Yeah, so I was thinking, is it a counterfeit Napier brooch, and who and when did they faked it? Is it vintage? Although it does look old, so if it's faked Napier, so if somebody decided to steal the design and just make it smaller and not sign it um, and just sell it as their own. It's still vintage. But then I've come across this. This is when it's really interesting. So this, because I can't find it on this computer, but on the phone as I was looking, it was being sold with the brooch. So I was like, ooh. Oh, and it was coming as a geranium. So it's not a lily pad. I think it's a geranium leaf. And that's why I didn't come across it, because this one is sold as a geranium leaf. So it was coming a brooch with 2 earrings, but I couldn't see the earrings on that photo because it was just one photo with the brooch and the 2 earrings. So I decided to just type earrings, geranium leaf Napier earrings. And yeah, so it had earrings, that brooch. And so that's their backside. That's the backside with the clip things opened. So it was fixed here, and it was clipping, on this bump here on the ears, and it would stay this way then. Yeah, so it would stay on the ears in this position. And yeah, so it was marked, but it was marked on this clip-on thing, and it still says Napier Sterling. Let's go back. Yeah, so actually, if you see the texture, yeah, so the texture is pretty much the same. So the same, I don't know how to say, creased feeling to it. And as they described, a satin feel, and I do feel this satin feel with it as well. Yeah, so I think this was earring, an Napier earring, and they probably lost one, and they've decided to do a pin with it. It's done really well, so I think they've actually been to a professional to do it. So I don't think there's somebody just so they've asked a professional to solder. I think you can actually see it on this side, to solder the pin, this part here. And they took off the oh, my mobile is dying again. No. And they took off the mechanism here, and I think you can actually see where it was. But that looks exactly like it. That's exactly it. So this is an Napier earring made as a brooch. And now I'm on a fence. How do I sell it? Because I find it interesting in itself. Even if it was fake, I would have found it interesting in itself. I'm on a fence. I don't know. I don't know how people sell these things, because I have problems. I have problems detaching myself from it. I want to start collecting, because if you can't sell just random things, you have to start at some point selling, unless you just want to collect, just buy, and I want to do both, but it's really difficult. Yeah, so let me know what you think about it. I found it very interesting, because it's just detective work, really. So thank you for visiting my channel. I never said it, I'm saying it for the first time. Subscribe and put likes. Thank you.